the beginning of twilight before sunrise, when the stillness is still in the air. This time of the day always reminds me of my dad. My dad is the most diligent person I know. He never taught me how to be diligent or how to be responsible, but he didn't really have to, because I was able to naturally learn through my dad's daily life. Planning and being meticulous was one of the things that I've learned from him. When I started using planners in elementary school, it wasn't for planning, but more for collecting stickers and doodling. Well, I didn't have to plan out my day because I didn't do much other than running around and doing whatever I wanted to do. I was just a kid. But this changed when I started college. Making a to-do list, planning out for the day, month, or year, living my life with intention. All of this started in my 20s. I think I started late, but being late is only a relative concept when you really think about it. Using a planner literally changed my life, and it got me where I am today. This is my 2021 planner. I was searching for the perfect planner since last year in March when I lost my 2020 planner. And I finally found a planner that I really wanted, but it was sold out and so overpriced. So I began to think out of the box, and I decided to get a basic planner and decorate it to please my aesthetic. I simply made a cover for this plain moleskin planner, and I think it came out okay.
Je peux vous le rendre, Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, oui, les toreros peuvent s'entendre, pour plaisir, ils ont les combats.
Alright, here's the thing. I didn't have proper tools for this project. All I got was a piece of leather glue, and leather stain to make the edges a little bit darker. But I have some dental stuff that I'm not using for work, so I decided to utilize them. To make leather goods, you need prongs and a mallet to make a holes to sew it, because leathers are tough and thick. But instead, I use my high-speed handpiece to make holes for sewing. And I also used regular thread, which was just fine. So if you're thinking about making it at home, you don't need much. You just need to buy the material and try to be creative and use whatever you have. This is gonna be Now time to decorate the inside and bring it to life. This Moleskine monthly planner doesn't have weekly views, but I love the simplicity of this planner. It starts with an annual view followed by this compacted monthly overview, which shows 4 month columns across 2 pages. And there are some tools such as time zones and international measurements, which could be useful, but I decided to create my own spreads on those pages. This is how each monthly overview looks like, and there are 2 lined pages afterwards. I'm gonna use these pages for notes, long-term plans, and random thoughts. If you want, you can transform this into weekly page, but I'm using the monthly page to keep track of my daily to-do lists because I don't want to go back and forth between monthly and weekly, but you can definitely make it into weekly pages. The first thing I do is collect images from magazines. If you don't have any magazines, you can print out some pictures that you like. It's kind of similar to making a vision board. What I'm looking for is words or images that align to my 2021 goals. And I also picked some random images that look aesthetic to me. Just like any other planners, this one also has a blank space for your name in case you lose your planner. I'm not gonna even bother to put my name here because I know once you lose it, that's it. It's not gonna come back to you. I know it from experience. I hope the person who stole my bag and didn't return my planner has 3 full days of explosive diarrhea. Anyways, I picked this image because it looks like she's walking out of some sort of dark place and there is ray of hope shining on her face. I envision that this will be me in 2021. And I want to put monthly tabs, but I forgot to buy them. So I'm just going to take them from my old planner and reuse them. Yeah, I'm having a Scrooge moment right here. I'm gonna put my New Year resolutions on this page. I picked this photo because I simply like the color scheme, and these are my resolutions. If you want to know my rationale behind my resolutions, go check out my New Year's resolutions video. The next page is the personal information page. I'm going to turn this page into a spread for inspirational quotes that I will encounter in 2021. I thought it would be interesting to see what kind of quotes resonated with me and impacted on who I become at the end of the year. I've noticed that my thoughts and beliefs are changing over time depending on my experiences and what I'm encountering. These pages are designed for travel planning, but I'm going to change it up and list things that I want to try out this year. I thought this phrase, "don't be afraid to go too far," was suited for this page. I believe our potentials are limitless, but sometimes we are just afraid to be out of our comfort zone. And what we really need is a little bit of a push. Trying something new or honing your skills beyond your standard makes you feel uncomfortable for sure, but this is the one and only way to be better than I was yesterday. As much as I want my life to be just stable and quiet, I hope my life is full of challenges so that I never stop growing. So far, I added ASL, American Sign Language, which I actually started learning recently. I will continue to learn ASL throughout the year. Maybe I'll be able to make a video with sign language at the end of the year. So here, I decided to add a little column for my habit tracker. I found that a habit tracker is not only a great way to reflect and give yourself motivation, but also it allows you to learn what kind of tasks are sticking into your daily routine and which are not. I think this is very important data to know yourself better. Last year, I tried to get up early in the morning for about a month, and it just didn't seem like it was doing anything for my productivity or general performance. At first, I thought I'm just not used to it, but I realized that this is not working well for me. There are a lot of things that so-called successful people do every day, such as taking a cold shower, getting up at 4 a.m., journaling, such and such. But remember, this is not some sort of secret code for everyone to flourish. Of course, it doesn't hurt to try it and see if it works for yourself, but it doesn't always work out. My habit tracker was a great tool to find out what works out for me and what doesn't. So I'm going to continue making this tracker on my monthly page to see how I'm doing. Lastly, this is the designated space that I will document my floating thoughts. things that I don't like to speak out loud, or some weird ideas that just pass through my brain. It will be some sort of a random concoction of unorganized thoughts, aka shisho. But this is what I call journaling. Alright, so that is it for today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And maybe if you want, you can share what kind of planner you're using for 2021 and how you're using it in the comments. I'm just curious, you know? So that is a wrap. See you guys next time. Bye!
지금 이거 찍어주는 거야? 뭐야 이거?
스톱시키고
응.
저